book I love readings, who says, failures always look for someone to blame. Failures always look for somebody to blame. Our members of parliament who have signed this impeachment are looking for somebody to blame for the failures of this government. This government has failed immensely. It has failed farmers, it has failed business community, it has failed the church, it has failed the young people. No wonder they were in the street protesting. How do they blame? Whom do they blame? They are looking for somebody to blame. And this whole impeachment, Gachagua, look at the grounds they are bringing. They are all flimsy excuses without any solid reasoning so that they can find somebody to blame to problems. Somebody is very worried that the Gen Zs have just gone calm and they will erupt again because the issues, the fundamental issues that were pushing them into the street have not been sorted. Somebody is very worried. The Privatization Act that we signed is going to bring chaos in this country, starting with the selling of Adani and KICC and Kenya Seed and many other parastatals that are lined up.
That law has fallen, hasn't it?
For privatization. Thank God the courts have nullified it. But somebody knew that that act that they signed, that we passed in parliament in record one day, was the reason why the furnace has been boiling and the volcanicity of chaos is happening in this country. So somebody must divert this whole noise into something. We are actually being kept busy with impeachment ya Gachagua. Dio andani iende. Dio hii maneno ya Chief na SHA, with all the irregularities and unconstitutionalism innate to pass. We are being diverted from the key issues of this country. Maneno ya funding ya university. We are diverting the pressure of the young people from the funding mess to impeachment ya Gachagua. Gachagua sio wa kwanza kusimama kusema anatetea watu wa Mulima. Uhuru Kenyatta defended Mulima fiercely for 10 years. Uhuru Kenyatta talked about even things that we thought are very, closed up in the society that are not supposed to be discussed elsewhere. The Mau Mau roads. He brought Mau Mau roads only for Central Kenya people. Why didn't you say that Uhuru Kenyatta was tribalist? For Gachagua to talk about coffee, which is also in Baringo, is tribalism. For Gachagua to talk about milk, which is also in Kericho, is tribalism. Come on, guys, open your eyes. This whole thing, impeachment thing, is just a game. It's just a skit being played.
What if
and let me ask you, what do you think Kenyans think when they hear that Honorable Nelson Koech has signed an impeachment motion to impeach the deputy president as a critical issue in his constituency, yet his constituents have many other problems that are boiling? Does it mean that our MPs have no other work to do other than just parade themselves in hotels every night to go and scheme and plan on how to remove one person? Do you want to tell me that all the problems you have in this country...
You've been scheming in hotels?
Of course.
Which ones?
Every other community represented in parliament.
Yeah.
The Wakambas, the Kalenjins, the Kikuyus, the Luos, all of them, they've been going into hotels in cocoons of 10, 20 people.
How did you not?
Because I am in the circles, I know. I even have a list of who has signed and who has not signed. And by the way, I think Honorable Nelson Koech, you need to tell these people clearly which number you are in that signature paper, because you said you are number 215. 214. No, the list I have, which has been signed by...
It's the wrong list because you don't have it.
Oh, okay. No wonder. The list that I have, and I can share with you, it has 209, from 209 to 219, the list that there was released. And between 209 and 219, Honorable Nelson Koech, you are not here. By the number 215 is Honorable Sunkuya George.
No, you don't have to read.
And it has a...
You don't have to read members because it's not been tabled. It is...
Well, he said he's number 215. The list that we have, he is nowhere there. You know what they were doing? They took the last page of signature the last page of signature because they wanted to sell the narrative that everybody is signing. Exactly. That is why he's talking about stampede. There is a stampede. There is a stampede and we are all members here. Okay. We are 3 members here and we did not sign. I haven't finished my submission because I think you had your time.
Sorry.
There cannot be a stampede of signatures, and we are 3 members of parliament here from different areas and different parties, and we have not signed. I know so many other members who have not signed, but whether they have signed or not, that's not the main issue. The main issue is Gachagua Rigathi Joyfrey the biggest problem of Kenyan voters right now? Are we, as members of parliament, entrusted by people of Kenya to represent them and advocate for their needs, rightly doing it by giving impeachment of Gachagua a priority for over 2 weeks? That everywhere we go, any rally we do, we cannot speak about coffee, we don't speak about tea. Right now I'm seeing in the papers here, farmers in Kirinyaga, are protesting over poor bonus payment. Yet leaders in Kirinyaga, instead of talking about these poor bonuses, they are every night in hotels, planning, scheming,
Honorable Wamuchomba,
speaking loud on how they are going to impeach one Joyfrey Rigathi Gachagua.
I hear you.
It is a waste of time. It is embarrassment to the people of Kenya that a National Assembly, a parliament of able leaders, can waste a whole 2 weeks to discuss things that really do not concern one people.